What is up, everybody? Welcome back into the Bianconeri Zone post-game show for Juventus Champions League match versus Chelsea. Maybe surprising a lot of us. Yeah. I don't know. I know there's a few of you guys out there that'll say you disagree with me because I know there were some of you that were positive on this, expecting a win. I thought maybe you guys were a little bit of homer over here, but I was wrong in this situation. Juventus takes home the win 1-0 over Chelsea, over the European champions from last year. With me as always is my boy Julian Nagelsmann. How are you, sir?
I'm ecstatic. Like I just told you before the show started, I haven't been this happy after a win in ages. It's been so long.
Yeah, it has to be one of the more exciting victories that we've had in a long time. And hopefully it portends good things for the freaking future, for Juventus and what it means. Like I said, I know we talked a lot about it before we even got started on this. I think we were doing some preview stuff, or people in the comment section were just basically saying, if we pick up this win, especially given the circumstances Juventus is, Dybala hurt, Morata hurt, starting a three-man, attack with Bernardeschi in there. And then you come out there and you pull out the victory, 3 points, not just like I said, I was going to be happy with seriously just walking away with a 1 point draw, and I was going to be happy overall. This is something very different. What does this mean? I mean, I don't want to. Okay, I'm not gonna get too into this, but I also don't want to be a damper. I don't want to put a damper on everything. Like I feel like what happens a lot, because that's kind of maybe who people think of us as. But what I do want to say is what does this win mean to you as a fan, but also like for the season? What do you take from it?
Firstly, what a defensive masterclass. It pisses me off though, because we should be able to do that every game.
Mm-hmm.
Like you go from conceding 2 against Spezia, 2 against Sampdoria, and then you do what you did tonight against the European champions. What the fuck? It's incredible. It's incredible. I love it. And for going on to the season, we'll see. We'll see how they respond on Saturday, because this is the first big result of the season.
It's got to
see if they can jump on the energy with that, and we'll see how they react. There's still a lot of flaws, don't get me wrong. We should understand that as well. But what a defensive clinic we put on. Wow.
Yeah. I love that. You have to imagine this instills some sort of confidence in the club moving forward, especially in the squad, especially some of those guys who maybe Bernardeschi, who he didn't have the greatest game. He had a good game for Bernardeschi. He made some mistakes. Should have been a 2-0 victory if he just knows how to take a normal shot. But overall, I mean, you got to be positive on even him in this situation, performing as well as he did. I was surprised. One of the biggest surprises to me was literally coming out in a 4-3-3. Have not seen that all season. I know we've been one of the guys that have done it. Basically, I know I'm at fault of it. I think a lot of people, but it makes sense though, because we expected a 4-4-2 because that's what we've done all season. We've done that all season, and then you imagine it'd be more confusing throwing out more guys out there, or throwing out a different lineup than we're used to expecting, and then they come out there playing a 4-3-3. I'm so used to saying 4-4-2, it just rolls off the tongue now at this point. I don't know. It was exciting. I hope it pretends more. Hopefully it means maybe we can make some adjustments to not playing the 4-4-2 every match. Not that we don't need to go into me complaining about the 4-4-2 every game, even though that's your complaint. It's not even my complaint, but now you've rubbed off on me in that area. Let's see. Let me give some attention to some of these guys in here. What's up, Justin? Appreciate it. Yeah, excellent win. Always say Juventus needed. Yeah, I hopefully, and I hope this 4-3-3 will stick for a bit. I hope at least. 2009 Roadkill, how you doing? Raffle. Andrew Finnan is he's not generational yet, my guy. He's good. He's really, really good.
Yeah.
The Vince says, I've never seen Julian so happy. Damn. Joseph, what's up, my guy? How you doing? Let's go. Let's see. Luka's an absolute madman. Locatelli, he had a good first half. The second half, I don't know as much about, but still, when you pull out a win against a team like this, I'm not gonna crap on any kind of performance right now.
His defensive masterpiece, that was him. He sat in front of the defense. He plugged up holes. He made tackles when he needed to make tackles. Wow, that was the best game I've ever seen him play in a defensive way.
It was impressive. It definitely was impressive. What's up, Liam? Appreciate you tuning in. Enjoy going back to sleep. I know you've got class and stuff like that. Home at Juve. we'll get to some more of these chats in just a second. But let's just get into the game, what we saw, what we witnessed today. What was your, I guess, the main... Let me throw this back up here. Actually, I forgot to state, guys, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. Make sure you also hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos.
Good vibes today. Good vibes today.
Yes, it is. It's good vibes. Make sure you hit that like button. Help us out, guys, if you can. Hit the like button for the win that we had. It was really exciting. Help us get, I want to get at least 30, 40 likes today. Hopefully we can get that by the end of the show. We'll see. Okay. With the lineup, it was a bit different than what we expected going into it. I mean, obviously the 4-3-3 formation, but even just some of the players they used, I did not expect that not only would Kane not start, but neither would Kulusevski, when we were expecting those to be the main attackers going into it. What did you think about that move being made by him instead and starting Chiesa, Cuadrado, and Bernardeschi together?
As soon as I saw Bernardeschi's name in a 4-3-3, I knew it was strictly because he's packing the midfield, because Bernardeschi is athletic enough and he's tactically astute enough to plug up more holes in midfield, and that's 100% why he did it. I just saw a comment saying Allegri outcoached Tuchel. That's exactly what happened. Mm-hmm. That is exactly what happened. You say, oh, he's a false nine. Like, he was in the attack, but in when the defensive phase, nah, he was right beside Locatelli. He was right beside Rabiot. He was plugging up holes. He was doing dirty work, and honestly, that's his best game since when? Well, that one Genoa game in Serie A and the Atletico Madrid game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
This actually stands out for me. He did miss a sitter, of course, but like he was good for 65 minutes. He was Bernardeschi good.
Yeah, he was as good as we can expect, and that's why, again, I have to judge guys the way I judge certain people. That's why when they come in, if you're a Ronaldo fan, I judge Ronaldo harshly compared to some guys because you expect more from him. Bernardeschi, I expect as much as I expect from myself if I were out there playing, which is not much. It's not much at all. I mean, can we talk about the Bonucci run out that he was not prepared for?
Oh man,
that he got out there and then. Yeah, he was waiting for somebody else. He's like, anybody else coming? Nobody else is coming. I said, I made this thing in the chat, but it literally, I saw him and I felt for him because I know exactly how it feels because it's me being the short fat kid playing basketball, and then I'm the guy who gets the run out for a layup, and I'm like, I can't do this. I don't know about this, and then I go up there and try to get it in there, but. That's exactly what I felt for Bonucci. I give him credit though. Bonucci was working his ass off today. He looked good. He was great. He definitely stepped into the role that I expected Chiellini to be playing for most of the game. And then the fact that he was rested for the most part. But so that's what I want to get to. What is your thought of? So Allegri has alluded to this before in the past. I can't remember what game it was exactly, but he alluded to wanting to put in more defenders, and then he switched it basically to a 5-man defense there at the end.
Yep.
With Chiellini, Delict, you had the whole squad there. It was not happening as long as he was there. You could tell Lukaku was rattled. Lukaku did not look like the guy who I expected from Lukaku. What did you make of that 5-man defense? Because I know before you. Was it you or was it Aaliyah that was a little bit of when he said that you were a little bit not happy about that before?
I was pissed off because he did that in the Udinese game, in the first game of the Serie A season. I was mad because there was no need to do that because we are obviously better players and we could just dominate the ball against a team like Udinese. But in this situation, perfect. Yeah. It was perfect. Like because you got your 3 studs at the back. You still have Sandro playing 2017 Sandro. You still have Danilo playing, who's not great today, but he was fine, good enough. And they just held down the fort, and it was a collective unit, and everyone knew what they were doing for once. Like, they're all on the same page, and it was good. Mm-hmm. I have no complaints with that one.
Absolutely. And then, Muhammad Muhammad was one of them. Okay. He said, Julian, what did I tell you? Keep faith.
Yeah.
I knew we were going to win. I swear Allegri's masterclass. No doubt, especially with the team we have towards the Juve. I got to give him credit. I hate using this term. I don't know why. I'm one of those guys. I don't like to use the term masterclass, but that kept popping up in my head. It kept popping up like, this is one of the, I think it's overused. Masterclass, the term is overused in the sport whenever somebody coaches well. It's like does that make sense? Like to me, I felt like this may be one of those moments that maybe it's worthwhile of using it.
This was. We beat Chelsea without a forward.
Yeah.
As simple as that. We beat them without a forward, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's a masterclass.
It is. It absolutely is, and that's what's so exciting. Like, I'm sitting here, like I said, I feel more excited than I have in a long time. I am usually perpetually negative guy when it comes to sports. Just in general, teams that I care about in sports in general, I am a perpetually negative guy. But it has a feeling of, like I said, I don't want to say a new beginning or a new whatever it has, but it could be a good.
No, we can't get out.
I know. I want it to be a soft reset on the season. Is what I want to get out of this, and I'm hoping maybe just some guys. Like, again, I can't go in because I'm worried. Go back to City A and you're back to where you were. But maybe this is one of those seasons where the overall what was I getting? Champions League, for some reason you play up and beyond expectations. Yeah. What you expect to be the hardest moments. But they sit in a really good position now. 2 wins, 6 points overall right now. I would imagine the top of the table when it comes to their group, at least over there. Yeah. So I haven't checked, so I just imagine there. What's up?
We got 6. Chelsea's at 3. Zenit's at 3. Malmo's at 0 or nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Snowflake, I haven't seen you in a long time, my guy. I appreciate you joining in. Let me touch on Let me touch on your comments. When a team plays deep, Lukaku does not have clever movement or close control to work in tight spaces. Yeah. I mean, I'm good with him not playing well anytime.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go too much into Lukaku. Oh, well, the Debbie Downers. Where's my money? Usman? Yes, Usman. You were right as well. I'll give you guys credit. I mean...
Yeah, you guys. We're happy you're right.
A blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. But no, no, that's fine. You're right. I don't know. Like, to me, it just didn't seem rational or logical to look at what was on the table, look at who we have. Yes, they didn't have Pulisic playing or whatever, but at the same time, like, I just didn't see it working out in Juventus' favor. From what I've seen, the data changed today. That's the only thing I can say. But yeah, you're right, Usman. Usman's here every day. Usman's allowed to rip on us whenever he wants.
Also, if we just had like the tiniest bit more quality, we probably win that 2-3-0.
Yeah.
Easily. The first half, what's Rabiot doing? He was so bad all game. Rabiot sucked.
I kind of threw it out the window. I usually like to do a lot of taking notes in matches and stuff like that. I take notes. I kind of just threw this one out the window. Excuse me. But basically, I just kind of said the first half was just a half of missed opportunities. I mean, you had out there, Chelsea dominated possession in the first half. It was like 72 to 28%. And we did expect that, and it worked out. You did a little bit of parking the bus when you were in the second half for Juventus. But overall, it was the same as the last game, though. You had a bunch of missed opportunities to tally it up. Luckily, the defense was up to form. Guess we can get into the next part, and that would be Wojciech Szczesny. I got to give my guy credit.
Very good.
I'm still harsh. Yes, I would still take Donnarumma over Szczesny, but as it stands right now, Szczesny today looked like the old Szczesny. He looked like the old Szczesny that I want to see out there playing for Juventus. Let me do this real quick because I can hear my things dying. Give me one second. There we go. Sorry, I had to plug it into my freaking computer because my mic's dying, or not my mic, my headphones are dying. But overall, I would just say it was the Szczesny that I wanted to see. He was making the big plays. He was going up against Lukaku and not scared. Compared to going against some of these Serie A attackers that you should expect him to be able to do, and then they work him. It's happened a couple times this season.
Everyone had like this gleaming beam of confidence for whatever reason today.
Yeah.
Defensively, our attack, our possession, it was not good. Like, who cares about that? I'm gonna say whatever, throw it out the window. You did exactly what you need to do. The defense aspect of everything was perfect, and Szczesny was just a part of it. He was up there in terms of it.
Somebody gave this team, was it Michael's Magic, whatever, that drink or whatever from Space Jam?
Just for defense.
Yeah, it was either that or everybody had flubber. It was one of those two, but it was defensively, it felt that way. Vince is saying Julian may have lost his parlay because of this game, but he still got a huge grin on his face. Did you? Did you lose out?
You're goddamn right.
Yes. Okay, and we're going to get into this, guys. We're going to add some of this to the channel, and we're going to do a little bit of our... We're gonna start a little bit of our. We're gonna play against each other, but we're gonna play. I mean, we're not playing against each other, but we're gonna do a little competition when it comes to maybe a little bit of gambling. Let's see how it goes going in the future. You guys can celebrate because we'll be losing money, our minds, and our livelihood, our money. Yeah, we'll lose actual money and all that. Usman said, jokes aside, I was naively positive for the game, but I was expecting a bleep kicking. But Allegri pulled an excellent performance. I felt like Juve, which is refreshing. And this exactly is why, and I feel weird right now because I'm like up against the screen because it's a stupid cord. Because I'm trying to make sure it charges a little bit for me. But this is why you hire Allegri. This is exactly why you bring him in, because he succeeds in moments like this. And you expect this out of him. I didn't expect it out of him right now, just given the pieces that he had to work with. But I was very happy with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Usman says, by the way, Luka has to play as a CDM. He's an absolute beast in that position. Locatelli was really good. I mean, he was very good the first-ish half, I'd say. The second half, not as much. But also, I mean, for most of the game, look what he had to work with. It's Locatelli to his left. He had Rabiot to his left, Bentancur to his right. Yeah. And it's just
the dollheads.
Yeah, he's making chicken salad out of chicken bleep.
Look at the dollheads. That's a new band name.
Exactly. Giuliano says Allegri's a mastermind. We should never question his decisions. I mean, you can still question him.
No, yeah, 100%. Hold on again, guys. It's one game. I know we're really happy, but hold on. Allegri out Coach Tuchel, definitely. Mr. Dax says, what a match. And Mr. Dax, I see your second comment after that. We're not recognizing that right now. I was gonna enjoy a little bit of if it would have worked out how it looked like it was gonna work out. I was gonna have a little fun enjoying that in the moment. But we'll just leave it. And then 100% it was a defensive masterpiece. There's a moment where he tries to lob the ball on, fails, gets clear, but then gets off the ball and the player and tries it again. Got to respect the hard work. Absolutely. I loved what I saw from our defense today. Yep.
Appreciate it, Snowflake. I appreciate you saying that I'm fine. I'll be honest, I'm back to being sick again today. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, my throat is in pain. I woke up in the middle of the night with this thing on fire, so I'm going to try to talk as long as I can for as well as I can. Yeah. I may have to lean into you a little bit to talk about just what we saw going on here. I'm trying to see what else there really is. There was one moment. It was a negative that I had. Danilo came up, and he had a couple of, match. I don't want to say match saving, but he had a couple momentum saving moments at the end of the game as well, where he stopped Chelsea. But there was that one point where he almost pulled a Bentancur with that kick. The pass back to who was it? It was to. I had to pull it up. I guess I don't have it.
No, wasn't Delit?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. But Lukaku was right there in the area. Yeah. And I was like, oh, no. I was like, this is the moment where he picks that off, and then we end up giving up a dumb goal for no reason. Luckily, it just didn't pan out that way. But that was my one critique that I really had for a player today. Well, not one. There's a couple. But if I'm going to be negative.
Critiques.
Okay. Let's hear some critiques. Let's see how many people aren't happy with it. But let's hear some. Go ahead. Let me know some of the critiques you have.
Hold on. Something's going on with my TV.
What?
Oh, my wife picked the wrong TV to play her Zumba on.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so I don't see the stream anymore. I just see you guys.
Okay.
Or just see you. So my first critique, midfield still not good with the ball. It's still not good. Decision makings in the whole attacking mindset, like Bernardeschi made very bad decisions. Cuadrado, very bad decisions with the ball. Again, I'm not trying to shit and make it all doom and gloom, but we have to realize it's still not good enough if we want to continue with wins, with getting points and moving up the table, and Serie A especially.
Yeah.
And I will get to our star boy soon, but for the most part, Locatelli was not really good with the ball. Cuadrado was not good with the ball. Bentancur was not good with the ball. Rabiot was atrocious with the ball, and Bernardeschi still made some poor decisions. So you got to clean that up. And Allegri always after games, he says, we have to take care of the ball. We have to make the ball work. And today, I know it was tough, but it was not happening today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will say Rabiot I had him as the worst player today.
Yeah,
I had him
by
there.
By a mile.
And And I know, again, it's a guy that you want to believe, you believe in a lot, but like Kulusevski, every single time he comes
he's bad.
in,
Yeah, he's bad.
He looks lost. He looks lost. I want him to get it together so much. I really want to see even just the slightest spark of what he brought at Parma. I want to see that here.
Well, he got an assist last game, to be fair to him.
Excuse me. Say it again. Sorry.
He got an assist last game, to be fair to him, and he
That's true.
created another chance today, which Moise Kean just whacked at defenders. But so he does produce a little bit at least, like compared to other players. But I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. What's up, Volto? Said, do you think that we will play Chiesa and Bernardeschi against Torino?
I think it's the exact same.
I wouldn't be totally against it. You know, it worked against Chelsea. Why won't it work against Torino? You know, I mean, if there's one thing you're going to do with it, it seems to work. If you can play this style of game and it works well for you, and you can go out there and get 3 points against Torino, go to the break, get some rest for the guys who need it, recuperate, whatever, and come back stronger. I'm all for it. And Bernardeschi, sure. Like I said, Again, I hate to say this. Like I'm not gonna try to crap on Bernardeschi, but just say like if you get that kind of Bernardeschi, the above average Bernardeschi, I'm happy with that. That's what we need right now.
Above average him, not
for him,
above average player, because he's still
average for
not great. Yeah, but yeah,
his level of good is what we expect from almost every other player. It's just we've been beaten down every time.
Yeah.
Usman said, "Rip on us." Well, I got Julian on Twitter, so yeah. Do what? I don't know. Usman's a good guy. That I know. Volta, it was a plan to exactly play like this. Yeah,
100%.
Mm-hmm. Since we have no attack, is what they're saying. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
If he again, I hate using the term, but it was a masterclass. It definitely was.
Yep.
Great job by Allegri. This is what we should expect from Allegri. I don't want to say going forward because there's still going to be bumps in the road going forward. But it's one of those high moments where we can just sit back as fans and just be happy. Just be happy about what we experienced today. Let me turn this down. I know I'm closer to the mic than I normally am, so I don't want to be screaming at people. Actually, if you guys are here, let me know. Am I way louder than Julian? I know I usually am, but just let me know if I need to turn my mic down even more so it's more balanced, because I know how much of a pain it is. I'll be listening to you guys or somebody else, and I'll be driving, and you can tell where you have to like keep turning your volume up and down depending on whose mic is going on. It's one of those situations. So let me know, guys, so I can adjust that for you all so you don't have as much pain in your ears. Roberto said, I'm happy for the win, but Juventus needs 2 more midfielders. We would be unstoppable. Yeah, I mean, it's the story as old as time when it comes to Juventus. We need more midfielders and we'll be good. Also, guys, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, hit that like button. I want to at least get to 40 likes here on the live stream for the post match. We're happy, we're excited. Something actually fun is going on. I noticed that I noticed when Juventus was struggling that the not that they really took a hit, if I will, but I understand, because I understand how fans are. I'm the same fan where when it comes to like my local teams, when they're playing poorly, I will avoid hearing people break it down or talk about it, because you don't want to just hear negativity all the time about something that's supposed to be an escape for all of us. Sports in general is an escape. It's supposed to be something for fun that takes away from the negative crap you deal with day in and day out with life, and it's hard when something like Juventus, which has always been for me kind of like I said, when I'm Louisville or Syracuse, or say certain things in my life are going poorly, Juventus for the last 9 years has been a reliable constant for good. And then this is our first time that we're really, not all happy, not all whatever. But today is a happy day. Bones says yesterday's multi-accounting troll brought up. Oh, you're talking Lixum. Yeah. Lixum does what Lixum does.
They got banged by Benfica 3-0.
Did they? See,
that is so embarrassing, man.
See,
my God.
The one thing that annoys me, and I know they're going to do it, and that's how trolls work. The Ronaldo trolls, Lixum, whatever trolls. And, I don't mind them. If you're creative and you're entertaining, I'm okay with it. But what I don't like is I don't love when people don't take their medicine. So, like, they won't come back, and they won't do it until, like I said, today. If Juventus would have lost today, you'd have Ronaldo fans in the mentions right now, especially after the way that ended. But if it would have worked differently, where Ronaldo wouldn't have scored, we're not going to have him in here anyway because Juventus won. But they won't be here. They'll only be here for that. And to me, it's just like, I'll take my medicine. If I'm going to troll people, It comes with it. It's part of the game, you know. Love the win, but really want Max to give Kulu and Bentancur hairspray treatment a la Fergie.
That's funny. Yeah. When you did that to Beckham, you just whip the thing out of his face and he's, oh, where'd you get that cut from? And then Beckham's like, ah. He didn't know what to say.
Yes, it's fantastic.
By the way, these are the games where you see that Max is actually making his money. Like that, because what he had at his disposal today, it's crazy that he got that result. Sorry, I'm saying we got the result, but like he set up the team. He totally changed the way we were going to play. He played without a forward, and we still got a win. It's crazy. Yeah. That's where he earns his money. Good for him.
Well, I mean
he's justified. He's vindicated today. Let's say.
Well, that's part of being the coach. You get all the positive stuff when you know the good things happen, and when the negative things, you take the slings and the arrows. You take all that.
Yeah.
So he deserves it today. Definitely we'll keep saying it, masterclass. A perfect example of what you should expect and what you want to see from Allegri and his squads going forward. Hopefully this continues. Hopefully he can bring this into. I mean, he's going to have a tough stretch when we come back.
Yeah.
From the international break. Inter's on that list. I don't have it all at the top of my head right now. Chelsea will be played again, stuff like that. So you'll have... Yeah. So you'll have those where you're going to have to make your bread again, and hopefully they do. Andrew brings up saying Kulu is really struggling this year, in my opinion. Yeah. He is. Let's see. Edgar says the right side of the defense, Cuadrado and Danilo, and the right side central mid, was not good in some cases in movement, and a better passing team would have punished us.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. The only thing I can say to that, though, me personally, would be, that's true, but I mean, what? How I can't be too negative when they literally just beat the champions of Europe. Like, and I understand. Is Chelsea maybe the strongest champions of Europe? But overall, I'm just gonna be happy with the win right now. Smiley face is another one. So Smiley face, come do your victory lap, guys. I told you, Allegri always mans up versus big teams, so that's fair. Okay, now that you're back, I think Andrew was asking, who's your man of the match today?
Oh, it's Chiesa. It's pretty obvious. Like that guy. You make him a forward, like you ask him to do anything in the attack, and he'll sprint by people. He's incredible. He's not world class. He's not generational. Yeah. He's just 23 years old. This is his second season doing and competing at this level and being at the top of his level. But it has to be said, he scored 5 straight Champions League games now. That's not nothing. He was a star at the Euro Cup. If he's just a little bit more consistent, then you can say he's probably a top 15 player in the world at least. If he's consistent. But like you see a game against Sampdoria, he's not good at all.
Yeah.
But my man of the match today, definitely him. He's running his balls off. His dribbling ability, amazing. His runs in behind the defenders, incredible. His timing of the runs. He just looked up for it today, and he's incredible.
Yeah, I was sitting back and I was trying to think of somebody. I just want to be a contrarian, or I want to do something differently. I want to think of somebody else. Who would I pick? But I can't really pick anybody else. I mean, unless I'm just going to give it to, you can't give man of the match to Allegri. I kind of want to just be like the coach for doing what he did. He did well. I mean, I guess if I'm going to go man of the match, honestly, if I'm doing a non-Chiesa man of the match, it's somewhere tied between Szczesny and Bonucci to me. I feel like
I was going to say, low-key, it's either center back or attack.
Yeah, and like I said, I know I'm harsh. Not picking Chiesa. Yeah, and just so you guys remember, I'm being positive about Szczesny because he was really good today. Like he did, he stepped up in the moments he needed to. Him taking, he showed he had cojones, nuts or balls, whatever you want to say. He had that because literally Lukaku was going in for the attack, and my guy scooped that up before he could do anything. Saved the match there, saved the points. I mean, I'm happy with what I saw. Hopefully he can keep this up and have that confidence. If he doesn't, I'm still Donnarumma. Give me a call though.
My phone's always open for you.
Oh, the DMs are open. It's fun. The issue I have going forward facing the super elite teams like Bayern, Man City, etc. I don't think we have the depth of quality we need to really go for it. I think we can do it well in the UCL regardless. I mean, and I'm not trying to be Homer guy right now, and I pride myself on not usually being Homer guy. The only thing I say is if you have the game plan, and if Allegri can set him up to do this, like, I mean, how can today not show that you have the depth? Because we're missing our main attack.
We won.
Yes, exactly. If this is what I talked about and what I harped on all last season is I'm good with winning games 1-0. Do you see how happy we are right 100%. Now? We won 1-0. I feel like a couple years ago we would have said this is crap. How boring of a game. They won 1-0. No. This is exactly what I want. Win every game 1-0. All you need is one more point than the other guy. That's our one goal.
What did I say Monday after the game live against for Sampdoria? I was like, I'd rather win 1-0 like this than win 3-2 like that.
Yep. Yeah. Because I mean, look back at those 3-2s. They didn't feel like defeats, but they felt like I said, you're just sweating it out. Like, you're just like, okay, they just pulled out. This one, I never felt like Juventus was going to lose. Like, I honestly didn't. And it was weird because going into it, the beginning of the match, I felt like Juventus was going to lose.
But as the game went on
once you started seeing the momentum, you started seeing Juventus, the opportunities they're getting. You're starting to see Chelsea's not getting these opportunities. Chelsea's getting shut down by Juventus in these moments. That's when I started to feel like Juventus is going to win this. Like, we're going to have a happy postgame for the first time. The first truly happy postgame that we've had. So, in a while, or I guess ever. Let's give guys some more attention. Bone was saying Julian's doggy missed the match, question mark. Did you
he watched. He was right beside he watched. He was right beside me.
Bone, I said, no, Alejandro. Alejandro will be here for some of these. He does the Twitter account. He does all that. So he's tweeting out all the posts, I guess he has to... what's it called? You have to translate it, and then you have to tweet it out. What everybody, Locatelli is talking right now, Allegri earlier, all that. He does all that. He may join us later, but it just depends, honestly. But Alejandro, whenever we do him a little bit later, he'll join us. The more and more we get Alejandro on the channel, the better. I feel like I really like what he brings. It's very more level-headed than maybe I can be sometimes overall. And I think we each bring something different, which is what I like about the group that we have here with the three of us. Anthony says, we defended well and Allegri got the substitutes right today. I knew we wouldn't miss Morata. He had missed 5 sitters in the last 2 games. Kulu is just me. Is it just me or is he slow? I mean,
he's slow.
Yeah, he's a bit slower.
He looks really unathletic to me.
He's very lanky. He looks very lanky out there. Like, he looks longer than,
he's got like the one arm there, and then he's like running like this. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
It's kind of like an orangutan running around out there.
Yeah,
that's kind of what it looks like, to be honest. But when he plays well, he plays really well. So I want to give him opportunities. I want to see him continue to grow, and hopefully we'll find success here at Juventus. Vorex says, to be fair, we did good against a team like Chelsea. They are the champions of their superior team. But we told them that money can't buy you goals. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, definitely with Lukaku. And like I said, if there was one place where we could say that we could be confident, it was going to be against, a Lukaku. Even without Chiellini not starting. So you got to give Bonucci a little bit of that credit as well. And De Ligt, obviously, for shutting him down. Lester says, good night, lads. Told you that we were going to win. Yep, Lester was another one. Might not have a world-class team yet, but we have a world-class manager. And this is the time, guys, for all the people that are good. No, you're just close.
Vindication.
Yeah. Yes, vindication, finally. Oh, sorry, I see somebody was saying. Okay, no, just closer to the mic so we're not too loud. That's good. I was worried about screaming. Yes, Syracuse Jim Boeheim is unstoppable. That zone is unstoppable. Syracuse is basically Canada. So yeah, right by you. But yeah, I do love me some Jim Boeheim. The same reason I love Jim Boeheim is the same reason I love guys like Max Allegri. It's the same personality. It's that I don't give a bleep. I'm gonna tell you whatever I can. I've been doing this how long? I can talk however I want.
Yep.
Let's see. Rambo says Chelsea are a great physical team. Juventus defense was solid. Yeah.
We did get pretty outrun. If I'm saying that correctly, like their players did. They're more physical. They're physically better than us, in all honesty. But we kept up, and we're gonna beat this drum. Allegri set us up perfectly, and that's it. That's the bottom line about this game.
He did.
And Tuchel was outcoached.
he earned his paycheck. He earned his paycheck today,
Yep.
and that's all I can say. Awesome, we got to 44 likes already. Appreciate it, guys. If you haven't liked already, please hit that like button. We're just having fun today, just hanging out, enjoying the win, taking it all in. If we can get to 50 today, I'd be really happy. I'm happy regardless. But yeah, and if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, join our community. We're gonna have a lot more coming in the future, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Hopefully, you guys will be a part of it. Usman brings up, the fixtures. Roma, Zenit, Inter in 7 days after the international break. That'll be a test. That'll definitely be a big test.
The good thing is Dybala will be apparently fine unless he's going to Argentina, which I hope he doesn't, but that's for another live. I hope he doesn't. I think Arthur will be actually training fully, and will be up to fitness at least. Yeah. Apparently he's going to be having 2 games during the international break, behind closed doors, so probably with the under-19s or U23s. Mm-hmm. And Morata, there's still no timeline, right?
Not really. The last that at least in the video I did yesterday, if you haven't watched it, go watch it, I guess. But basically, what I was saying was, or what the reports were, so originally we heard both Morata and Dybala would be back after the international break. Shortly after that, a little bit more news came out that, hey, maybe it's a little worse than we thought. It may be the end of October before you see him back playing for Juventus, which honestly, as negative as it is, and I know there's some people that are, I'm fine with him being out because he missed a few, whatever. Morata is our only pure striker that I feel like we have out there right now. But at the same time, he's also the only guy that I feel like you're at least, he'll miss a few chances, but he'll get a goal. He'll find a goal out there. Yes. But the positive point of this is I'm thankful that it wasn't Dybala, because to me, if Dybala's hurt, what that means is that it's probably that issue again reoccurring, and it means that it's going to be a bigger problem for the future of Dybala. And I know there's a guy who left a comment. If you're here, I'm responding to your comment because I haven't gotten to it yet. Basically saying, because I think I said something about him being a valuable player, Dybala being a 60 million, whatever caliber player. I think I said a high caliber player. And what I mean by that is not just what he plays and what he does on the field. I'm talking about value. He's worth 60 million euros. If you if a guy like that walks for free, you're in a hole. You're in a hole that you have to work yourself out of, finding another guy to replace him. So especially right now when the money's tight. Yep. But yeah. The Lygian says, man of the match is my heart vets. Usman says Chiesa was man of the match. What's up, Gene? Yeah. How you doing? Or Jean?
What are those, zebras?
Yeah, little zebras. Little zebra out there.
Nice.
Is it, I'm guessing it's Jean, maybe Gene. John, I would imagine, if it's not.
Probably Sean.
Yeah. Smiley face because Chiesa smoked, yes. And Rudiger, I'm not even going to try that one.
And Rudiger.
I didn't want to try that. Not even try that. On the left side, Chiesa is our star boy. Chiesa's the guy, like I said, you have to. And one good thing, and I say this is a good thing, but it's a negative thing, you're going to hear more and more rumors of Chiesa interest from clubs, like, the rumor out there.
Yeah.
It was probably a trash rumor, but, Chelsea or whatever. I want people talking about our players because it means we have something valuable. We talked about this too.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay, I was going to say, Chiesa scoring today just makes me, and winning, Juventus winning is just he's not going to Chelsea. Mm-hmm. You see how happy he is. You see his performance. We just beat Chelsea. He's staying.
I think there is something, and this is such a Homer thing to say, especially it's me being an Italian fanboy, but at the same time, I think it's true though. I think there's something of value that Italians have. They are prideful of playing for their own country and playing for clubs in their country. Chiesa, I think, is one of those guys who would rather play for a Juve than play for somewhere else, in EPL or something like that. Money will talk, money can talk, and money can change things. But at the same time, I do think there's something to it. I don't know. Maybe I just don't, from my own personal experience, not having, of course, I'm a couple generations removed, but my grandfather kind of established that in me, just pride in where you come from. And I think that's still pretty strong in Italy, from the people I talked to when I was there, at least.
Yeah.
Regista Tricordista says, I think the script should go exactly how it went tonight. 1, nothing early. Second half, counter dangerously and defend vigorously. Then put Chiellini in. Fitted.
I think against the better teams, yes. But against a team like Empoli or these other bottom feeders that we were dropping points to, you can't play like that because they're gonna Torino's gonna lose the ball. Torino's gonna just lose the ball a lot, and then we have to dictate play. so it's a little bit different. It's all depending on who you play. But against the better teams, 100%. That's the script, like exactly what Regista Torquatista said.
Yeah, I think you take it maybe I'd tweak it a little bit and not say nothing early. I'd say capitalize on your opportunities early.
Yeah.
Just try to get like at least one of those in there because you had multiple opportunities. And that's when I say that, I understand what you mean. Obviously, he brings up a good point, but I just mean there's so many missed opportunities in that first half.
Yeah.
That you just finish on one and
sure.
we're good. Yeah, and Samuel, I absolutely agree. Bernadeschi had a great assist, but should have scored himself. Fortunately, Juve. Nick, can Juve win Champions League? Nick, I'm just enjoying right now. Let me. It's a long, winding road.
Sheriff beat Real Madrid. Anything can happen.
Yeah. Okay, that's what we'll say. Anything's possible. Is it likely? I'm not going to answer that right now. Today's a happy stream. I'm not going to be negative Nancy today. I'm going to be positive. Jockey Bro said Kulu is clunky. Kulu is lurched by the French girl. Do you have? Is your dog or something near your mic by chance?
No, why?
I can hear there's like a staticky kind of.
Right now, still?
Yeah. I don't know. You're.
Oh, give me a sec.
Okay, you're muted. But yeah.
That's
better.
Still
that's
bad?
better. Yeah, that's better.
Oh, okay.
It must have been some kind of whatever. Some kind of feedback or whatever. There was French girl and who was it? Jockey Bro, both say Kulu's clunky or whatever. Lurch. I will say that's what Kulusevski reminds me of. He reminds me of a newly birthed giraffe. He kind of you know doesn't fully have a feel for how his legs work and how his body works. Still trying to work it out. But once he gets it together, he might be good.
Yeah. No, like his technical ability and all like his touch is good. Is very good. It's just, I don't know. Something's off. He's just not athletic enough or physical enough. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. You see that?
Yeah, I see that.
Don't worry. Yeah, there will be a lot of Berna propaganda, especially from Alejandro. He's the pro Berna guy. Okay. There are a couple questions here in these comments. Edgar is saying it. Kulusevski should go out on loan. He's not ready for Juve. And then Usman, this is connected, so let me finish. Do you think Max and Kulu need to have a discussion of where he is best used? So what's your personal opinion? Being the Kulu guy here, honestly, and I say that I don't mean as a negative thing. I just mean as you like Kulusevski, you believe in him. What do you think needs to be done for him to either succeed? Does he need to go on loan somewhere first, or does he just need to be adjusted in the way he's utilized?
Well, two things can be true. Maybe sending him out on loan for 6 months in January could be a solution, but I don't think playing underneath the forward is I don't think that's him. Like, we've clearly seen that he's not physical enough against better, stronger players. I think if you isolate him 1v1, I think he's very good. I think he'll be good. Out on a wing. So, but right now, I don't think Allegri's going to do a 4-3-3. I don't think he's going to use or trust Kulusevski as a left midfielder or as a right midfielder in a 4-4-2. Mm-hmm. So they do have to have a sit down. They most likely did. And the compromise was, I'm playing underneath the forward. That's what the solution is for right now.
Yeah. So, no, and I agree. I think just give it time. We'll see what happens. We'll see how this. I mean, I don't think he's going anywhere before the end of the season if he's going to get loaned out or whatever.
No, he's not going to get. Yeah, no.
Yeah, well, let's just see how it plays out for now. But yeah, I do understand why people are a little bit more antsy when it comes to his position in playing, because you do expect Kulusevski was built up a lot during that 1920 season to be the star guy who's coming in. I don't want to say exactly, but almost kind of like what we're getting out of Chiesa is what people almost kind of expected to get a little bit of, and that's a lot to ask for of anybody.
To be fair, he got 14 goal contributions last year as a 20-year-old in his first full season with Juventus under a tumultuous season with Piero.
Yeah.
Like 14 goal contributions, that's not nothing. 7 goals, 7 assists, that's not nothing. Scored in a Coppa Italia final. That's not nothing.
Yeah. I think
you know what I mean?
I think some of the things Kulu does too, when he does like do them well, like the assist to Locatelli for that goal last week and whatever have you, sometimes maybe it's a little bit quiet. It's a little bit of a quieter performance. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Where it's a little bit like under the radar, where you kind of it does. It's not flashy. It's not whatever. It's not it's not Ronaldo. It's not Messi. It's not whatever.
Yeah.
Obviously. But you know what I mean. It's not somebody who's going to stick out when every little thing he does. You're like, well, tally that, that assist or whatever have you. It's a little quiet. It's a little I'm trying to think of the exact term. I don't want to say technical, but you know what I mean. Muhammad saying this should boost our team's mentality and keep playing like this moving forward as a team, not depending on one man. Oh, man. Okay,
Yeah.
Sorry, it took a second. I'm Ron Burgundy, so if it doesn't process all the way through, I had to think a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we'll find out Saturday. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's just we'll see if they can keep it up. I'm hopeful. This is a game that, I mean, we said this before. I mean, maybe I said, I'll put it on me. But I'll say that overall, I was kind of expecting if they can pull out a win in this, that has to build your confidence going forward. And that has to pretend good things for the future of the season to maybe, bounce back a little bit. We'll see. Hopefully it's not just an up before regressing to the mean, but we'll see. Mike was saying, I don't know why Kane didn't come in for Bernadeschi instead early.
So he wanted Chiesa to stay up top, I guess?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what they're saying, yeah.
I think the whole point of Keane coming on was to be the focal point up top. Because I don't think, because Chiesa he'll never last 90 minutes the way he plays. Mm-hmm. But I think the whole idea of Keane coming on was to be the because in the second half you saw Chiesa was more of the striker.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anyone else saw that, but he was the furthest guy forward, and obviously the straight swap would be for Keane.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, but I understand why he's saying that, trying to work Keane in, but yeah, definitely it makes more sense to do that way. Manita says, tonight, besides Chiesa, I'd pick a defender, guys. They still lost the ball, but they can pay back with good to shut down every Chelsea attempt creating goal. Yeah, that's why we kind of talked about it before. When you're doing man of the match, to me, it's either that or you're going into, you have to give the credit to our defenders. They did so well today, including Chesney, who was maybe even better than all of our defenders. Like he stepped up when he needed to. Hopefully, maybe resting a game, letting Pedine go out there, maybe. And I don't want to say Pedine did horribly or taking a little bit of a shot, but realizing hey, this isn't just that easy that you throw Pedine out there and he's going to do great. Yeah. Maybe that was enough to get him to be like, okay, let's get out there, let's give it my all, see what we walk away with.
Yep.
Usman says, guys, do you think Allegri should have started Keane over Bernadeschi? I mean, given the performance, I can't. No.
Allegri was exactly right. Before the game started, and I saw Gressly's tweet, I was like, "Oh boy!" Mm-hmm. But he's right. He was 100% right.
Well, and I think the thing is, Allegri's going to be one of those guys that's going to do what he wants to do, and he's going to make it happen.
Yeah.
Maybe early in the season, like we've seen, he's going to do things we're not going to agree with, and he's going to struggle in a couple of those moments. But when it pays off, it's going to pay off dividends. And this is one of those moments where it did, and he's going to tell you to shove it and deal, be happy with what he served you.
Fermati.
Exactly. Agreed, Dame. Let's see. Regista says, I'd play Sule with Kulu, honest to God. You got
Sule was sick today against the Chelsea in the youth league. I watched that game. I don't know why, but I did. He was very good, though.
Do you all have jobs? Do any of you all have jobs?
Yeah.
What do you do at your job? What do you?
I'm in insurance. I type away, and my iPad's right beside me. The game's on, and he was sick. So whatever.
Yeah, I'm over here feeling so uneducated when it comes to all the European football, when it comes to every team, because everybody else is like, oh, you watch that? I'm like, how do you all have time to watch this? I've got my job, I got a kid. It's also the time. If I lived in Europe, it'd be way easier to do in the evening.
Oh yeah,
but that makes sense. Let's see, or Kulu with Sole. Yeah, we got you. Let's see. Anas said Lukaku has been shut down. Or Anas, I apologize. I think it's Anas. Yep, he does every single time. Usman, if Chiesa leaves, he might do well. If he stays at Juve, the entire attack can be built around him, and he'll be a legend. Yeah, I don't think I don't think Chiesa's I think he really wanted Juve. I think it's something that's been wanting for a while. I think he'll stay at Juve. I hate saying that because there's so many times where that doesn't come to fruition and guys end up leaving for whatever reason have you. But I don't know. I think Chiesa, to me, like, and this is such a weight to put on him, but like to be like for a next generation, he could be like a, you know, not exactly the same, obviously, like a Del Piero of the next generation kind of thing. Yeah. Guys that grow up on this guy who has so much energy, plays at such a high level that maybe he could be that guy for them and that he could be here for a long time. But this is my personal dream.
If Chiesa is used as a forward for the time being, and he's scoring like 20 plus goals a season, he might be on the same pedestal as Del Piero if he stays and plays as long as he does.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to throw it out there, but like, if he ever wins like a Champions League, like I feel like those guys who are on that team are gonna be, you know, you're enshrined at Juventus. Then you're forever, you know, gonna be remembered, obviously. Clement said Lukaku was sad when he saw Chiellini on the pitch. Yeah, as soon as he came out, he was like, "It's over, it's done." RB Comps, Allegri haters sit down. Allegri absolutely mudded Tuchel. Yeah. He did. I mean, I think people are right. If you want to criticize him, you're allowed to criticize him. He makes a lot of money, so you can criticize people that make a lot of money to get paid doing stuff. But at the same time, he had a great performance today as a coach.
Yep.
Jamale said, should we start Keane and Chiesa up front until Dybala and Morata returns? I think maybe you stick with what we did today.
Exactly. You just throw out the same 11. If they're all fit enough. If they're not, like if it's Rabiot and he's carrying an injury, because apparently he's carrying an injury, and his play would suggest that as well, you might filter someone in there. But for the most part, stick with it.
Well, and it's also given what we have going into the international break, you stick with it. It makes more sense to me to stick with it. Because there's no reason to change things all over again when something worked. Maybe when we come back from it, then you can think, because potentially after the international break, Dybala may be back. Archer may be back. Guys like that, you want to work them in however you will.
Kyle George.
Do we know? Can we get an update? Can somebody give me an update on Kyle George? Is he MIA? Was he kidnapped? Do we know what happened to Kyle George? Anybody?
I have no idea.
Is he alive? Can we at least can anybody prove to me that he's alive? Actually, let me check. Does he have an Instagram? Is he posting on Instagram?
I have no idea.
No offense. I'm not following Kyle George. Here we go. Kyle George.
I am.
His last post was August 26th. Was when he was announced for Juve.
He's gone missing, man.
And no stories here. So I don't know. Is Kyle George alive? Can anybody, somebody in the chat, let me know if you know if he's alive or not. Because I would have. We're only having fun, but seriously, where is he? Andrew says he's got no right foot. He's a mess. I hope he can get it together. I think it's talking about Kulusevski. This makes sense. Dominique says Max Allegri gets a 10 out of 10 today. Dang it, I need to. Hey, Alejandro, if you're listening, give him a higher score than what I gave him. Because I gave him it, but I was just doing the thing. Give him a little bit higher. Bump him up a point or so, Alejandro, if you're there, if you're listening. But anyway, maybe not a 10, though. Nobody gets a 10. It's almost impossible to get a 10. It was like a chess game with Thomas. Okay, you know what happens? If Juventus wins the Champions League, everybody's getting 10s. That's what's going to happen. If they ever win, it's going to be that way. It's just going to be me lazy. 10 out of 10 and 10, 10, 10, 10.
Yeah, whatever. We won.
Yeah, exactly. It was like a chess game.
Apparently Kyle was at the stadium beside Dybala.
Oh, was he? So, yeah.
I saw Arthur, Morata, and Dybala together. I guess the camera kind of shifted and didn't include Kyle George.
Yeah. I didn't even notice. I didn't say. Yeah, Kaio's on his Insta. I guess I don't follow him, so I guess maybe that's why I don't see it. Kaio was sitting next to Dybala today. Yeah, I didn't know. Okay,
I saw those three. The camera went to those three, but I didn't see. Whatever.
Well, it's also just to be fair. I mean, he hasn't played for Juventus yet, so his face isn't ingrained.
Yeah.
Like, it's not one of those faces where he's recognizable. He's easy to recognize, obviously. Yeah. But he hasn't stuck out to me like a Juventus player. Normally, once you've seen him enough, you're like, oh, that's who that is. Like that, it clicks quicker instead of looking just some dude. Lukaku with 110 million euros to Chiesa 60 million. Yeah. Yeah, I would take. I mean, it's not the same position. I mean, Lukaku is a beast though. When he plays other guys, he's.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's.
I
don't want
to.
to.
Great man. Lukaku is great.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to go back to this is like a summer radio question, but I was going to go. You go the question of would you have taken Lukaku for Dybala, trading him, a couple years ago when that was on the table. Dybala shut it down. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, at that time, no. But for what it's worth, in hindsight, yeah, you do that probably.
I would have. Yeah, looking back to think about with the amount of money they could have made off it, but also just think about him and Ronaldo together would have been fun to watch. That would have been a lot of fun to watch. Dax, who's the better player, Chiesa or Dybala? I mean,
there's different aspects. Paulo Dybala is very, very. He's the best technical player on the team in terms of technique, passing, shooting technique. But Chiesa is the most dynamic. Of course, you saw it today. Like he sprinted past 3 bros and like.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're good. One's good at one thing. One's very good at the other thing.
At this moment, maybe I'm taking Chiesa at this moment. Like I said before, I would have taken Dybala.
Okay, so for example, Chiesa's never scored that goal against Sampdoria that Dybala did.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I mean? And then, but
his is all
Dybala's
effort. He's not a finesse
never
player.
Scoring. Yeah, Dybala's never scoring a goal from half, dribbling through people.
Yeah.
So it's different.
Yeah. Dybala is your finesse guy. He's gonna, and while Chiesa is just pure hustle, effort, force, whatever you want to say,
power.
Which is one of the reasons I love Chiesa. It's just I love to watch that hustle he puts out there. But we can have this debate another time. We'll do a debate show. But if we can do the debate of what do you want more, the guy who's hustled and making things happen that way, or you want the guy who maybe makes the game look easier? Like a Dybala does. He makes the game look easier, but he does things. Like you said, doing that like mid-air pass that he did. I can't remember what game it was.
The back heel, yeah.
Yeah, the back heel. Stuff like that.
It was against Milan, I think. It was against Milan because Rabiot went on the half breakaway.
Yeah, and then he blundered that one away. Anyway, exactly. Guys, I appreciate it. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. If we get to 60 likes, I thought I only expected like 30 today. So yeah, if we get to 60 likes, I'd appreciate it. We're at 57 right now. You guys are awesome. We appreciate all the support that you guys bring.
This is what happens when you beat the European champions.
This is when you defeat European champions. It's just when good things happen. People want to come back and enjoy and hang out. And I get it. Like I said, I understand. When positive times comes, it's way easier and more enjoyable to jump into stuff like this. What's up, Valentino? I agree. Forza Juve. Hector, great match. We won. We saw Juve organized like never seen before. Well, maybe not in a while. Chiesa could be next. Yeah, and then they're also saying Chiesa could be the next Del Piero. Again, I don't want to say the exact player, but I'm saying the type of what it means to you.
Impact. Yeah, impact.
Yeah, exactly. I think, then Usman says, I think Chiesa will be somebody like Nedved, just an absolute powerhouse.
Different positions though, because I think Chiesa, as he plays for Juventus, he's always going to be played further up the pitch, and he's always going to be more used as, like today he was a striker. Nedved was never a striker.
Yeah.
Sometimes Chiesa is a left midfielder. Sometimes Chiesa is a player that plays underneath the striker.
Yeah. So
Nedved is more of a midfield player.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. And then Kanan says, just don't give her, or Kate, is it Kanan or Kane? I think it's Kanan. Just don't give him a number 10. Sorry, guys. I try to pronounce people's names right, but I suck sometimes. Fix, my guy, Fix, it's been a little bit since I've seen your name pop up in here. Chiesa wanted to join us. He isn't going anywhere. He can be a real Juve favorite. And I think so, too. I think that is one of the reasons.
I think he's there.
What do you mean?
I think he's there. He's a fan favorite.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think maybe what he means is like a Juventus legend. Like he could be that.
Okay.
Probably that. Yeah. He definitely is a favorite already.
Like I'm sure he'll take number 7 next year.
Yeah.
I'm positive he's going to take.
You think so? Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, it would make a lot of sense. God,
especially if the ball stays and 10 is his still. I swear Chiesa is going to be number 7. I'm going to have to buy another jersey.
Yeah, I'm going to as well, but I won't be upset, especially if we're looking at a market next year where maybe we're not buying more Italians. You know, Italian show, I'm going to buy my Italian players. It's just, with me, every single one, every home shirt is an Italian player. It's just the way I do it. I don't know why. Yeah.
That's fair.
Usman, according to Transfer Market, yeah, Kyle George is a muscular problem with no date when he'll be back. You usually, every other injury we've had on here, there's been stuff leaked out. There's been people talking, conversation. Actually, hey guys, we're at 65. If we get to 70 likes, I'd be really happy. Get the likes up to 70.
Smash it. Keep going.
Appreciate it, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, like I said, if you're new here. But yeah, I just, there's always something that leaks out. And this is one of those few moments where there's just nothing. Like, it's literally, he's dead. Like, I don't know. Like, to me, it's...
Well, do you remember when Bentancur got that injury for when he was playing with Uruguay, and I sent you the thing? He's out 3 days, but there was no injury. And he's just usually it's just like really, but that's why I thought he was out that one time. It's weird.
Yeah,
we got some weird injury mysteries going on.
Yeah, I was told, or it was made it sound like Bentancur was out with a serious injury, and the next thing you know, he's out there playing. Just
he's playing for Uruguay. He's just starting 90 minutes. Boom. I'm like, oh.
Yep. If I was a defender, I'd rather sky a ball out of the stadium than play back to Tech. His distribution is absolutely crap, or shite. I mean, I'm not hating on Tech today. We're not hating on Tech.
It's not that show. It's not that kind of show.
It's not that kind of show today. I'm not. I do it every other show is that show, but not today. Today's not that show. He earned it. He was great today. I'm just saying positive stuff about Tech right now, but I do understand why sometimes, there's a couple of moments there when I see Tech out there that I get a little bit nervous. There were a couple of times I think when the attacker got like within like 5 yards of him. I'm trying to think what everybody else uses. I was gonna say feet, and I was like, I don't know if people know what feet is around the world, like, actually. But yeah, let's see. Stephanie is saying Chiesa or Locatelli. Are you having us pick one? And right now, it's Chiesa, but
in terms of strict impact on the game, it's Chiesa. But what Locatelli did today defensively was incredible. Mm-hmm. But what Chiesa did in the attack was incredible. So you're asking defense versus attack. We won 1-0, but because of both of them.
It's so difficult too though, because like it's also because when you're comparing, you're like, if you take a look at Telly out of the midfield is absolutely nothing. Like you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like so like losing him while with Chiesa, you can have other guys who are attacking. You can have other guys who have a little bit of effort or whatever have you. Have Keane. You have even McKinney where he was trying and putting in some effort today. I gave him a little bit of credit there. It was really good to see him come out, and not only did he rail Pulisic's sister, but he did it to this team too. So he did it to his team and his sister.
I was going to say, he railed Pulisic out of the game today.
Right? He did it. You could see that Pulisic was so shocked that he just couldn't do it. He couldn't mentally get up for this game. So he was like, I'm out, guys.
He couldn't make the bench. I'm like, I'm not going to go see Weston. My head's gone. Fuck that guy.
I'm not doing that. Not against that guy. Like I said, guys, 2 more likes to 70. If you guys are here and you can do it, I'd really appreciate it. I'd really make my day. Well, not that Juventus didn't already. Jeremy, what's up, my guy? Says, ciao, guys. Has Berna done enough to extend his Juve contract? I need your opinions. No, he hasn't. It's just, again, what Berna did today was solid for Berna. But if we're being honest, and I'm trying not to be negative, if we're being honest, what he did is what every other player does on an average day, I feel like.
Yeah, like Kulusevski got an assist on Sunday, but everyone shits on him.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
He played well today, and he got his assist, but he should have also scored. He should have also been more decisive.
Yeah.
If he plays slightly above more than what he did today for the rest of the year, but it has to be the rest of the year, then maybe you sign him to a little extension, but like, nah.
Yeah. You got to find, there's so many little factors into that. It's like, are you lowering his salary? Or you whatever, you do something like 100%. That, like if he just really wants to stay and he doesn't think he's going anywhere else and he wants to be a role-playing guy, sure. But like, no, I don't. Right now, it's you don't. You thank him for his time at Juventus. You wish him the best, and then you move on, and you find somebody else who will bring a little bit more to the table than Bernardeschi did. I mean, how many goals has he had in 100 and whatever games?
Yes,
it's like,
10 goals in 153 games.
Which is, compare that to anybody else who,
who's an attacker. Like, Kulusevski has a better rate, and you guys all rip on him.
Yeah, absolutely. Kulusevski, it's just Bernardeschi's at the point where like you either hate him, or you hate on him, you hate on him, you hate him, or you give him a pass because you know how bad he is. And that's just kind of what it is at this point.
I think we're at the point where it's like, yeah, we know what he is, and we don't hate him. Good for him, like whatever. But nah, he's not it.
Yeah. Yeah, Usman's bringing it up. Does anybody know that Kabi Lame is? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Is a Juve fan. The guy who
does this.
Those videos. Yeah, my wife sent it to me. Yeah, he is. He's done videos of him hanging out with Del Piero. He's an Italy fan and a Juve fan, so it's really cool.
Didn't he do? He announced Locatelli, no? Yeah,
he did. Yeah, he did. He did do. Yeah, he did the Locatelli one. Yeah, he is a Juve fan. One of the things I mean, I don't get into TikTok and stuff that much. I'm too old for it. It's past my generation, and I say that. But like, I remember his stuff popped up, and at first I was like, "Is it funny?" And then I looked at it, I was like, "Okay, he's all right. I get it now." But it just took me a while to really understand what was going on. But yeah, I mean, it is cool. I mean, it's cool to have another, Juventus fan who's doing well in moments like that. Dax, I know you're probably gone, but I appreciate it.
Sorry. Yeah. By the way, how many stars were at the field today? Marquisio was there. Evra was there. The guy who won the track and field was there, Tortu.
Yeah, that's what happens when you can get up to 50% capacity, I guess.
Yeah.
Or you're playing Chelsea. Yeah. I just want the Chelsea fans over there. I'm like, how did they get? Did they have to quarantine if you come in here? Like,
they're gonna have to quarantine. They're gonna have to when they go back. They're gonna have to.
But did they not have to quarantine when they came here, guys? We were one away from 70 likes. If you get just one like,
are you telling me we have 69?
We got 16. It's a nice amount. We have a nice amount of likes. You know what? Never mind.
Nice.
It's fine. Don't worry about getting 70. Oh, now we got 70. Thank you. I was like, we're at a nice level. It's fine. Anyway, we're now 5 games unbeaten. It doesn't feel like it, does it? It really doesn't.
No, because we tied one of the games. Like, we've won 4 of them. We beat Malmo, Spezia, Chelsea, and Sampdoria. Then we tied Milan. Yeah. It's all positive results. The results are positive. The style of play is still not there, but it's growing at this point.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things too. Yeah, when I was looking at it, it just they're wins that haven't felt like wins, and that's why it doesn't feel that way to me.
Yeah.
Fix saying I've always been working hard, loving overtime, and doing. Okay, that's what you've been doing. You've been working hard. Okay. Also, still busy debating Deadpool 1 versus 2. Still don't know. 1 has great humor, but 2 has more feels. 2 has feels. I mean, I honestly feel like 2 has more humor. Maybe not. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Cable's cool.
Yeah, Cable's awesome. I just love some of the jokes. I love this little stuff he does with they bring in Juggernaut and all that stuff, which is funny. I don't know. I mean, maybe my thing is too is the first one you're getting through. It's just the first one feels so much smaller than the second one.
It's the origin story, right?
Yeah. Well, and then also this. Yeah, it's the origin story, and it's getting through the origin story. Where it's like, okay, that's fine, but we've done it with how many characters at this point? But then also the second one. The second one, the whole scene with all the crazy characters that are like, oh, this is cool, they're a team, and then they all die, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's one of my favorite moments. Here come the Robert Baratheon jokes. Wait, did we talk about Game of Thrones? Because I love Robert Baratheon, so let me know. I'm trying to remember exactly what that was, Usman, because I'd be more than happy to make some Robbie B. You didn't watch Game of Thrones, did you? So you don't know what I'm talking. Robert Baratheon's in the first season. He's one of the best characters ever. That's it. There's nothing else to say. Bro, Burnham missed a sitter. Yeah, he did. I mean, I docked him points for that, but also thanks to him and his assists, we won the game. Like I'll say I know I started doing my condescending voice and I apologize for that. What I meant by that is we won the game. I'm gonna be happy. I'm celebrating today. I'm happy about the way it worked out. Oh,
second clean sheet of the year.
I did.
Only Champions League.
It didn't even process Champions League against the European champions. You haven't had a clean sheet. Oh, you haven't had a clean sheet in 19 games or 20 games.
Since Malmo. No, in the Champions League we're cool. We're good, Champions League.
Oh, crap, you're right. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Serie A we stink.
Yeah, I totally forgot about okay, well, another clean sheet, but still Serie A. Do it in Serie A. Do it against Torino, and I'll be happy.
Yeah.
You brought me down to earth. I totally forgot about that. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I mean, I'm still happy, but yeah. Jeff says unless he gets 10 goals and 10 assists, he's not getting a contract extension. Yeah, I don't.
So he's not getting one.
Yeah, exactly. You're doing everything.
If it's up to Jeff, he's not getting one.
every statistical analysis of everything you've done the last how many your entire time here. We need you to do that right now until the end of the season. Yeah, okay, yeah, it'll work out well.
Yeah.
Can't wait for Dybala's masterclass in the second leg, and Morata will prove Chelsea fans that he's the GOAT. We'll see. I don't know.
I mean, knowing Max Allegri, those two aren't starting on match day 5.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I mean, and until they look terrible, I'm not gonna be upset. Like I'll just keep doing it. That's fine. Usman, yeah. I guess he was there on the Ernst store today, and he was at the stadium. That Kabi.
Well, there you go, another star.
That's cool. I like to see that. Atmosphere was great. The fans were loud.
That's good to hear. I noticed that too. They were full chant or 50% chant.
In the second half, I heard the chants. The first half, I think it was just a lot of puckered, anuses out there.
There was a lot of hostility. Like, there were lots of nervousness. I felt.
Yeah, there was a lot of nervousness.
The second half, there was a lot of ole, Juve, all of that. It was nice. It was nice to finally get that back.
Well, because I was going to message with you guys because we've talked and I've joked about you because you all hate bands playing and marching bands in college games, and I was just messing around. I don't really hate the chants. I enjoy them, but actually I don't like the chants here locally because they're really annoying. The people who do them and they're not good. But anyway, the chants. I sat there and I was like, I'm not hearing anything. Like I'm hearing some just cheering or whatever, but I'm not hearing a lot of anything. And it wasn't until after that goal, Chiesa from Bernardeschi, that you started hearing the chants pick up, and you started feeling that kind of more of a celebratory atmosphere. We're just gonna do just a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna be out of here. I know you got stuff to do, and we got things. I'm gonna get through these last few chats at least as well. Appreciate everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in, for liking, for subscribing, for all that. I appreciate you guys for joining the channel. Hopefully, we can get back to having some fun here and really enjoying the club for the season. Lynchian says Berna always plays slightly better in the UCL than in Serie A. Allegri should play the UCL anthem in the locker room whenever he wants to play Berna in any competition. Puppy. Definitely. What's up, Pupper?
He's back.
Is he? What is he? Is he like a full bulldog or what is he?
This is a pug.
Oh, it's a pug. Oh, it's a white pug. That's why I was gonna say.
It's a white pug.
I was like, he doesn't look chubby enough. I was like, why does he look? Yeah, that makes sense. I like it. He's a cute pug. McKinney, Robert Baratheon, and Pulisic's sister. Yeah, that's what it was.
So I guess Robert Baratheon screwed around a bit.
Jamie Lannister's sister is married to her, and he cheated on her, and a lot of stuff. Allegri said he wants to play Artur for half an hour against Roma. Okay,
right on.
I'll tell you, I would like to see him get worked in, definitely used more, and then hopefully you can have him and Locatelli as two of reliable midfielders regularly throughout the season.
Yeah.
I'd hope to see that. The only thing I worry is just sometimes when Archer's out there and he's just slow. He's another like Kulusevski. He's slow. As long as you can have a way to work
slow
with him.
And with the ball, he's slow.
Absolutely. 2 big matches coming up: the Turin Derby and then Italy versus Spain. Yeah. I'm excited about that. Trust me, I'm ready for that for both of those.
It's a home game. Home games.
Yep. Crazy Race at 4-3-3 is much better for us than 4-4-2. Yeah, I mean, 100%. Julian over here has been wanting us just to have a 4-4-2 all season long, and I've been saying a 4-3-3 would be great.
Shut up.
But how much more appealing was that to watch? So honestly, overall, it was way more exciting, way more fun. I didn't, like I said, they won 1-0, and it didn't feel like it compared to 4-4-2, which is just so. I feel drained. I'm exhausted. I need to rest. I need a cigarette after watching that game. I don't smoke. Anyway, just to be clear, just make sure, good example, I don't smoke, guys. Regis said, without the Juve fans, without the fans, Juve is what we were the past 2 years. With them, this is what we get. Yeah, there is something to a bit of energy being in the building when you're playing as well.
Yeah.
I'd say. I mean, I know, at least with American football, you can play off of that. Sometimes it's hard
100%.
Going in and playing. It felt like what I would call the last 2 seasons, or I remember the very first. I was down here, did not have all this set up, but it was during that Dybala beat Inter, that home game against Inter.
Oh, in March.
2019-2020. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that season. Literally, I remember sitting down here. It was right before they stopped everything.
Yep.
But it was the first one without fans, and I was like, this feels like an intramural. Like I remember, like in college, it's like a fraternity intramural game where there's just two teams, a couple fans there that are yelling and screaming, but nothing. It's an odd feeling. I couldn't imagine trying to play in front of that either.
It's weird.
And then Jeff Costello says, I'm more worried about the Torino game. I feel like they're going to be a dark horse in Serie A. Even Marco Piazza is playing and scoring goals. I mean...
Yeah, the coach is good.
Yeah, and every game...
Ivan Juric is very good.
Yeah, every game is going to be a battle. It's like they can say. It's going to be a fight. Yeah. Hopefully they can win it. To me, it's just get us out into the international break on a high note after we lose the guys we lost, having all that to go up and having a positive note coming forward would be awesome. Just to I mean, we already have a positive note. Let's not kid ourselves. And then Sani says 4-3-3 doesn't work well with Dybala unless he plays a false 9.
And that's what I've been preaching as an inverted winger. Yeah.
Maybe you have to make him play it. That's the only thing I would say. It's like, what's better for the team? I don't know.
Yeah.
Then finally, Regisa says, these youngsters need to show off, I guess, to the fans and need to feed off of that. And there's nothing like Allianz Stadium when it's full capacity and buzzing. Dude, I can't wait. I do want to get out there for a game soon. Yeah. Hopefully soon. Anyway, I think that'll do it for our show today. Any final thoughts that you really want to say before we wrap this up now?
Not particularly. Just it was, again, a defensive masterpiece today. They responded well to what was needed. The job was done, and we move on. Hopefully Saturday will be just as good.
Yeah. Was Bonucci captain today?
Yeah, because Chiellini didn't start, neither did Dybala.
What about, is there nobody else is there? Because I thought it reset, though. Shouldn't guys like Cuadrado or...
Maybe
Allegri was like... or maybe Allegri was like, screw it. Yeah, I think maybe Allegri was like, just screw it. You're the captain. Appreciate it, Julian's mom. Appreciate it, Usman. Appreciate it, everybody. My final thoughts, basically, just hopefully we can keep this momentum. We can build off of this, use this going forward. Hopefully guys can stay healthy, get going, and then hopefully we can actually have a good break to heal, get back on track in Serie A, and really put some, or actually cut some of that distance when it comes to Serie A.
Demons to rest.
Exactly, definitely. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, please hit that like button for the video that you guys watch. We work pretty hard on trying to put these out and do this every single day and make sure that we have the time to do this. I know you guys are here because it's a post game, so it's a lot more easier. But we do this every day, so make sure you come hang out with us during a lot of our lives and everything that we do here as well. Make sure if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to the channel and also hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. Follow me at Justin Sofro on Twitter. Follow Bianconeri Zone at Bianconeri Zone on Instagram and Twitter, and then follow my boys Julian Genotti as Genotti151 as well on Twitter. Forza Juve, guys. Forza Bianconeri. Let's win against Torino next week.